I was raised as a very devout Muslim in the United States. And the fact of the matter was, every time I connected with a Christian, I realized that they didn't know why they believed what they believed. All these other people called themselves Christian, but they never shared the gospel with me.
I concluded either they didn't believe the gospel was true, or if they did believe it, they didn't care if I went to hell.
How much do you have to hate somebody to not proselytize? How much do you have to hate somebody to believe that everlasting life is possible and not tell them that?
What does it mean to really be a Christian?
If I ask somebody, are you a Christian? And they say, well, I'm trying. That's a way of saying, no, I'm not.
I did that when I was a kid. I said the sinner's prayer, but I wasn't changed.
Should it not concern us that there is no such superstitious prayer in the New Testament?
And I saw nothing to like about God.
I didn't ever know that what we were talking about was a real man on a real throne.
You know, I looked like this perfect golden child, but I was so dead.
I was running out of options, I was running out of lies. And there was only one option, and that was to end my life.
I've been a Christian for 30 years, but I never could figure out how the Romans beating up Jesus paid for our sins. And they don't understand that he was crushed under the wrath of God.
Wow, like Jesus died for my sins? That's so convenient for me. I don't have to go to hell, but I'm gonna go do my own thing, which is not the gospel at all.
What do you think happens when we die?
We're gonna be fine.
You're amending the gospel, the Christian message, so that it's palatable.
The gospel message is offensive.
It's only when I understood what I actually deserved for my sin that the good news truly was good news.
There's nothing more offensive than being told that you're not a good person, and there's nothing you can do to make yourself a good person.
The message gets distorted a lot, especially in America with affluence.
You are responsible to keep yourself happy.
You've been accused of getting the gospel wrong.
I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm blessed, I'm favored. I am a victor, not a victim. I'm gonna live a long, productive, faith-filled life.
It's not about us. The cost of accepting the gospel could be your family, but it's worth it.
We can't have salvation if we don't believe the right gospel.
I think there are a lot of us in the world who call ourselves Christians, and yet we don't really follow his ways, and somehow we've made it so that that's okay.
The way that these people spoke lined up with the way they lived. We need to check ourselves and check our heart. Oftentimes, we find ourselves sitting in pews or even coming to church in order to get something from Jesus, but not get Jesus himself.
I've got to share this news.
The gospel of Christ is not that in following him, everything goes right, but that he is enough no matter what happens.
If I want to believe God for a $65 million plane, you cannot stop me.
The reality is you can't be a Christian without being born again.
You don't have to be born again to want to be wealthy, and therefore you don't have to be converted to be saved by the prosperity gospel.
And the most beautiful message and truth of the gospel is that through Jesus, we get God. Through Jesus, we get to be satisfied in him.
A great misconception throughout Western culture has been the pastors minister locally, missionaries minister abroad, and everyone else just goes to church. That's a lie. And it absolutely undermines the gospel.